I'm Jonah from Country Bumpkin Homestead, and today we will be making a Hugelkultur container garden. These are the materials you will need. You will need bone meal, blood meal, compost with a lot of organic matter, wood chips, logs, sticks, straws, a deep container with a lot of large drilled holes on the bottom for drainage, and a shovel. Container gardens are great for people who don't have much space, but they are notorious for drying out. So we'll be borrowing from the Hugelkultur method in order to have the best of both worlds. Hugelkultur uses logs and sticks as a base to soak up water like a sponge, so that way the plants will have a water reserve. The point of Hugelkultur is to mimic nature and build up ecology of the soil, so don't ever use evergreens. Your best options are to use softwoods such as apple, poplar, willow, and birch, but since we don't have any, we're going to be using maple. Make sure you use old, rotting logs, otherwise you might end up with baby trees. Now whenever you set the logs into the container, you have to have them setting up so that way whenever the tree cells soak in the water, it'll be like a straw. The containers are going to have layers like a lasagna. This is not what it looks like. To start decomposition for your logs, you may want to have them soak overnight. But still yet, adding some nitrogen would help. Let's get down and dirty. Alright, so we left the middle without logs, so that way the roots will be able to dig in deeper and grow. So instead of using logs, we're going to be using wood chips. Now that we've got our base, we're going to start layering the lasagna. We're going to have 3 to 4 inches of compost, straw, and then we're going to sprinkle on some bone meal and blood meal. So this is going to be our sort of kind of like a mulch, and on top of this we're going to be putting a little bit of bud meal. And that's it. Wood requires a lot of nitrogen in order to break down. That is why we use bone and blood meal, because they add more nitrogen, phosphorus, and calcium into the soil. If you're growing a plant that requires a lot of nitrogen, then you may want to add more. Eventually, the nitrogen levels will balance out. To help the process, we are planting peas for this first year. They add nitrogen into the soil, so that way next year we can plant something else. Thanks for watching the video. If you would like to see more videos of yours truly, then check out one of these. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, because we love to hear you guys' opinion about the content that we put out there.